Welcome VV fam. As we all know, the marketplace has been going crazy right now, a lot of collectibles going sky high and beyond. In this video, I'll be talking about some collectibles that as yet have yet to moon, and are potentially worth picking up before we do. If you stick to the very end of the video, I'll also share a couple of collectibles I think are worth picking up that are under 100 gems. I'll also share with you a book I've picked up recently. Again, not financial advice, just my own opinion. I'm just sharing it for entertainment purposes. So we're going to jump straight into here, and the very first one I've talked about before in this channel, and it's the Harley Quinn Black and White Series 2, and it's the rare, and this is based on the Injustice 2 model for Harley Quinn, and this is sitting at currently around about 180 gems in the app. So the reason why I think this is going up in value is it's based on the Injustice 2 video game model, and this year we'll have another video game coming out. It's called Suicide Squad versus the Justice League, and Harley Quinn will be a feature of that video game. So again, just my own opinion here, but I do feel that this is prime for going up in value going forward. The next one I'm going to talk about here is perhaps a surprise one. It is the Batman Who Laughs. As you can see here, he is based on the Earth 22 version of Bruce Wayne, where he's merged with the Joker. Interesting to note, this version of Batman is a first appearance on the app. So other than Todd, this is the only other first appearance Batman we have. We do have other Batman first editions on the app from the other Black and White series, but this one in season 5 is the only other FA, and that's because it's another version of Bruce Wayne from a parallel alternate reality, and he's currently sitting for around about 180 gems on the app. And why I think this is one to look out for is because of a FA tag, and also he's become quite popular recently as his skin was available in the Fortnite video game. So one to kind of look out for the future. As we all know, the black and white collectibles are going up in value over the past week or so. Moving on is one of my favourites here. I've talked about this on the channel before as well, is Voltron. This is the ultra rare version of Voltron. The whole Voltron set is actually the first drop from DreamWorks, who kind of own the rights to this version of Voltron here. It's based in 2016 anime, and because it's the first DreamWorks version or drop on the app, that kind of first is, I think, is going to have longer term value. And already looking at the app, I can see the price going up from what it was at drop. I think it's currently sitting at, last I checked, around about 300 gems or thereabouts. And another thing to mention about the Voltron drop, if you don't have the gems for the ultra rare, the common itself is actually sitting fairly cheap on the marketplace for around about 60 gems, which is sitting just above the retail price for the common. It's a first appearance of Voltron, first license from DreamWorks, so potentially gains to be had in the future there. Moving on is another favourite of mine, Hawkgirl. This is part of the DC Artist Alleyway, and this is obviously an ultra rare, so very few editions on the app, but just as importantly, it's the first appearance of this DC character. Whilst Hawkgirl isn't hugely popular compared to someone like Wonder Woman, she is still quite well known within the DC fan community, and her kind of counterpart, Hawkman, will be appearing in the upcoming Black Adam film starring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So no doubt Hawkgirl will be making an appearance at some point soon in the future in the DC film franchise. She's already made an appearance in live action as part of the DC CW TV shows. So again, my own strategy, my own personal opinion is going for popular first appearance characters. Low mints is a good strategy going forward. I did say if you stuck around to the end, there'd be a couple of surprises for you, so I'm going to go over two relatively cheap collectibles that I think are worth keeping an eye on going forward. The first being is the Storm collectible. I've talked about it before. She's currently sitting around about 70 gems on the app, and again, first appearance of a relatively popular character, but recently she's been announced within the comic books that she will be taking over the role of the Black Panther and becoming kind of the Queen of Wakanda, and potentially she might be appearing very soon in an upcoming MCU film. Again, just rumour and speculation, we don't know that for definite yet in terms of her appearance in any upcoming MCU films. Again, for these types of commons that are sitting relatively cheaply on the marketplace, I'd always recommend looking out for low mint or special edition numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. 0, 5, 6, 7, 8, that kind of thing, that are sitting maybe a bit higher than the floor price, but not too high. And again, just kind of hold them for a longer term as the price of the collectible goes up over time. Again, the reason why I think it's going up, it's a very popular character, undervalued just now in my opinion, and with all the upcoming projects in the comics and potentially in the films, it could potentially have a real impact on her value going forward. And the final one is the Hall of the Groot. Now I know this is currently sitting below the retail price. I think it's sitting around about 30 gems on the app. The reason why I've kind of singled out Groot here is upcoming this year in December is going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special on Disney Plus, and that also tie in with the Guardians of the Galaxy third movie that's coming out as well. So by that point, I think all the Christmas collectibles could see a rise in current value, but given that Groot is a fairly popular character and the hype potentially happening right about that time for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and the Christmas special, that's one of those ones you could hold for a potential long time for this year and see gains at some point in the future. Again, just a reminder, it's just my own opinion. I've got one here, a low mint one that I'm keeping and holding on to the long term just for that very reason. So one of the books I've picked up recently is this book right here. It's called Snow Crash from Neil Stevenson. This came out in 1992, and the reason why I picked this book up and why I think it's so important to have as someone involved in Veve and the Metaverse is the actual word Metaverse really got defined and popularised in this story. So in this story there's a virtual AR world called the Metaverse, and the physical world in this book's referred to as the Metaverse, which I found quite useful and quite funny to talk about. So I won't go into kind of spoilers about the book, but it is about us multiple characters working together in this futuristic society where you do have the virtual AR world and the physical world, the conflicts, the subterfuge, the story that go along for those characters. And it's also woven into this as a plot around about a virus that can infect people based on what they see in the AR virtual world. So I think it's very useful to talk about Metaverse becoming very popular now. It was actually first really coined back in 1992, so over 30 years ago, a long time ago. So for me, I want to say thank you much for staying this long on the video. If you have enjoyed this video, please do consider hitting like and subscribe. Also, you can check out this video here. It's been very popular on the channel, or you can check out this video here. It's brand new and I think you'll love it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.